You awaken in the barracks at the townmaster's hall. You have a raging hangover, however it'll quickly pass, as you know. You recall that the night before, Silder told you that you would have a day of rest before pursuing your attacks on the Zhentarim. He told you and the rest of the gang to do whatever you wanted today, take some time to rest, and come back tomorrow. So, believing you've earned it, you make your way towards the inn to get some ale and some food. However, the sun beats down on your eyes, contributing to a splitting headache that's quickly developing. As you make your way to the tavern, it's bustling with people on their lunch break, but you manage to find a seat in the back of the bar beyond some seemingly seasoned adventurers. A barmaid approaches you shortly after you sit down, and she begins to take out a notepad. How do you proceed?
Something to get rid of this headache. In about 2 beers.
Alright, it'll be, let me see. I'm gonna need about 5 gold pieces from you, love.
Yeah, here.
Thank you. We are a bit swamped right now, so it might take a bit longer for this to arrive than usual. So you just sit tight. I'll be right back.
So she strolls away to the back of the kitchen, and you can see her give your order to the cook. Some time passes. It's been about 10 minutes or so. She comes back with a plate of food that is known to cure some hangovers. There's some nicely buttered toast, some sausage, and she gives you 2 tankards of beer. Sets it down, and she goes,
"Is there anything else I could get you, love, or is that all good?"
This is it for now, thank you.
"Alrighty, call if you need me." And she walks away. As you're eating, you begin to hear the group of adventurers in the seat next to you talk about some rumors they've heard. Their leader, that you can seemingly pick out, he seems to be the oldest, so you assume he's the leader. He chimes up to these other 2 comrades and begins to speak. "Oh, alright. Said lads, I've heard. There's a werewolf out in the Neverwinter woods we could take out. We can go deal with those orcs at Weaver and Tear. Well, if you're feeling real adventurous, we can head on down to the what's it called again? Mere of Dead Men, with all the skeletons. Heard some fucking necromancer wants to make some sort of stupid army. That's, every other week for us." He takes a swig from his drink, and the youngest of the group speaks up. Sorry to interrupt, sir, but haven't you heard the rumors of the followers of Asmodeus, or Asmodeus, whatever the hell they call themselves, reforming after like 25 years? What about him? It's just rumors. Well, don't you think a cult is a little more important, even if, they're not, like, real? Wouldn't it just put, everyone else's minds at ease if we go look at it for them? Listen, we're not going to go chase after rumors that barely have any backing. But isn't that what we do? We just chase after rumors. Shut up, Tibsley. They carry on their conversation before finishing their food. How do you proceed?
I keep listening.
The younger one is, he's still trying to be adamant about this cult, saying that if they don't deal with it, they should get someone else to deal with it. But the leader's not hearing it. They get up and begin to walk past you.
Hey.
Which one are you addressing?
You, the youngest one.
He steps aside. How can I help you, sir?
I hear you got a problem.
Well, it's not really a problem of mine. It's more a problem of people who live near Neverwinter Wood.
Tell me more.
There's this cult that disappeared 25 years ago. Apparently they're making some sort of resurgence. That's really all I know. They're somewhere up north in Neverwinter Wood, but I haven't heard much besides that.
What's the reward?
Huh? I'm not sure. You'd have to find someone offering a reward. It's just a rumor I've heard.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. He catches up with the rest of his group, and yeah, they're gone.
I guess I better go.
So, is there anything you want to do while you're in Findelin, or are you chasing after this cult?
Are there shops open?
Barthen's and Lion Shield is open at the moment. The other shops seem to be going on under some repairs.
Line shield.
All right. As you're making your way across the town square, you can see Droop running out of a house with fire on his head, rolling on the ground, and running back in.
Droop.
And as you make your way to Lion Shield Coster, you can see Leanne tending to some customers, and you can see that the shop is fully stocked at this moment. She's got lots of weapon equipment, like arrows, quivers, rations, ropes, tinder boxes, stuff like that. Basically anything you can think an adventurer uses.
Do you got rope?
They have a hemp rope, yep, for 20 GP.
I'll take that.
Alright, so you pick up the rope and you bring it to the counter. And Leanne says hello. It's good to see you again. Your name was T, right?
Yes, great memory.
Are you here for the, anything else, or are you just buying the hemp rope?
I'm gonna browse around a little bit, but I am gonna buy this.
Alrighty, and I've making an effort to remind my customers that just because it's called hemp rope does not mean you can smoke it.
Okay.
You would be surprised at the amount of people that ask that.
Do you, it says, on my list, do you have any, armor?
I do, actually. Here, let me check the back. God, it's taking fucking forever to find it. Alright. So there is... She has light armor, she's got some padded leather armor, and some studded leather. And she has one set of medium armor, which there is... It is hide.
How much is your hide armor?
It's about 25 gold.
Ooh. I'll take it.
Alrighty. And are you also still getting the hemp rope?
Yes.
Alrighty. 45 gold, please.
There you go.
Thank you, and here you are. She sets the armor on the table, and she sets the rope on top of it. Anything else I can help you with today, T?
I don't think so.
Alrighty, well, safe travels.
Thank you.
Oh, and if you see that Goliath fellow, tell him he can still buy my maps if he wants them.
Okay, will do. Okay, continue.
Alright, where would you like to go from here?
I wonder if anyone else... I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if anyone else knows more about this strange cult. I better ask. Can I do a perception check to see if there's anybody that might know a little bit more around me?
Don't think you'd be able to discern that, since those are more so thoughts.
Okay.
You'd be better off asking around. The only information you have on the cult is that it's to the north inside Neverwinter Wood. Possibly. It's not concrete information.
I'm too lazy. I'm going north to the woods.
I love T's thinking he's thinking process. Just, I could talk to people, but no, fuck that, fuck people. I hate people. All right, so you throw the rope in your bag, And yeah, kind of just look at the hide armor you just bought and went, well, fuck. Why did I do that? You start trekking out of town. You don't see Corey or Guy anywhere, so you assume they're off on their own business. Barthen gives you a little wave as you walk outside the town walls, and you start making your way back north towards Neverwinter. Alright, so as you're traveling, you encounter a group of nobles escorted by 2 guards. They're talking amongst themselves about this wonderful lodge they just stayed at within the woods. And they take notice of you. The guards are a bit hasty, and so are the nobles. They don't know if they can trust you or not. Hello there. Is there anything we can help you with, sir?
Are any of you interested in some armor?
The guards, as you say that, kind of chuckle to themselves as they're wearing full steel plate armor. Oh yeah, I don't think we need any armor unless you got something of magical variety or, you know, extremely tough. You a traveling salesman?
Of sorts. This armor is really tough.
Yeah, pull it out, let's see it.
See?
That's hide armor. That's,
Yes.
I don't know a nice way to put this, son, but that's quite shit.
Alright. What, brings you to this place?
Well, we're actually on our way to Waterdeep for a wedding of my cousin. We were staying in the Falcon's Lodge. What is it called? The Falcon's Lodge? Oh, Teresa, help me again. Falcon's Hunting Lodge, dear. That's it, yes. Wonderful place. It's actually, I think only 20 minutes or so from here. You should go check it out. Nice lodgings. Maybe someone there will purchase your hide armor, good sir.
Alright. Thank you.
No problem. Is there anything else we can help you with?
Congratulations, of course. Do you have any information on maybe this strange cult that I've been hearing about?
The guard... sorry.
Where I might find such a place or a thing?
The guard pipes up, and now that you mention it, actually, the innkeep at the hunting lodge, he mentioned that he sent some adventurers off to go stop a certain cult. We weren't too interested, you know, we're escorting these folks here, family business and all that. But I'm sure maybe he'd have some more information for you. I take it you're not a merchant, you're more of a adventurer, huh?
Of sorts.
Well, I'm sure he'd be willing to pay you for it as well. Said he sent...
Can you point me in the direction?
Oh yeah, just at the Falcon's Hunting Lodge. We just told you where it was. Just keep following keep following the road up a bit. I think he sent 6 adventurers already, but none of them have returned. Something like that. Stay safe out there. They wave you off and they continue their conversations amongst each other. After getting turned around for a moment, you find yourself in the thicket of Neverwinter Wood, and in a nice clearing, there's a wonderful garden in front of this magnificent-looking inn-house, and a sign hangs on a wooden board named the Falcon's Hunting Lodge. There's no sign of the cult. However, as you make your way into this building, you see that not many people are in here. There's actually just an older man sipping from a bottle of alcohol. But upon noticing you, he greets you kindly, and he asks how he can help you. How do you proceed?
I was told by newlyweds that you have some information on a cult.
Well, I wouldn't call it information if I'm being completely honest. It's just, you know, a bit of gobbledygook here and there. I had this group of adventurers come in saying they saw a cult in the woods, and It was rightfully scary, and they were chanting some songs. I didn't quite buy it at first, me being a skeptic myself. However, they disappeared shortly after that, so I decided to dispatch a group of adventurers. They never came back. I sent some more. They never came back. My theory is they just took my money and ran with it. So now I'm not offering the money up front anymore. But if you're interested, if you can find me any proof that they exist and take them out, or bring me any proof that they don't exist, I'd pay you 100 gold either way. Bad for business having cults running around, even if it's just rumors.
Alright. I'll take you up on that.
Ah, good to hear. Also, I'm Gustav Sterling. He reaches his hand. He reaches his hand out, and I said, Gustav Sterling.
Oh.
It's not typical. It's not typical I see many tieflings out in these parts.
Yeah. When is it ever, ordinary?
Well, if it means anything to you, I don't think you're the disgusting creatures that most people do.
Wow. I don't get that a lot. I usually get, wow, he's black.
Man, that's quite racist.
Yeah. I get it a lot from my adventurers that I hang out with a lot, but I let it slide.
Probably shouldn't. You should probably educate him. Anyways, you're welcome to head out. If you do, I can give you some information where I last heard they could be. Or if you need anything to eat or drink, looks like you've been traveling for some good time, so I could help you out there as well.
Are you interested in any armor? I was told you might.
Well, let me see it.
It's this hide armor right here.
Oh. I'll give you a gallon of beer for it.
Deal.
He takes it, sets it up on a mannequin, and he walks behind the counter, and he pours you a gallon of ale. And he slides it over to you, and he sits down next to you. All right, let's get down to business, lad. Let me find something really quick. So as far as I know, the cult is still a bit north of here. They're located within this clearing, within some ruins, is what I've heard. Only bad part is Neverwinter Woods filled with ruins that are also situated within clearings, so that is the only information I've gotten, and it is incredibly vague.
Okay.
I really wish I could be of more help. I want this cult gone or disproven as, hearsay. But I can't do much if the people giving me the information are as dumb as a box of rocks.
Any information is helpful.
Well, if you are planning on heading out there today, I would be very careful. There's creatures that worm around in these woods, so you could run into one, you could not. It all depends on your luck.
Do you happen to know the time right now?
Yeah, let me go check. He looks at the sundial in his garden. Yeah, it is about, I think it's almost 6 p.m. Which means you've been traveling for 6 hours.
Do you got any rooms available?
Yeah, but I tend not to open them up till 9.
Okay. I'm gonna go scout. I might be back.
Alrighty, you just stay safe out there and remember the way back here. The road does cut off, so you're gonna have to rely on your senses and memory to get back.
Okay.
So you leave the Falcon's hunting lodge, and you start trekking north towards the woods. You've ran into multiple ruins after the course of 2 hours, and the sun's beginning to set. However, you can hear someone crying in pain. Not crying, but more so going, "Ah!" like that every so often and other noises and pain. And as you follow the noise, you can find a wounded human male who is sitting against a tree. He's clearly lost a lot of blood and has suffered various fatal wounds. Despite his critical condition, however, he is writing in a leather journal and groaning in pain. How do you proceed?
Are you okay? Are you getting chased?
Oh, hello there. No,
Hi.
I'm fine. I was pursuing some rumors in this wood, and well, it appears I've met my fate. The name's Zane Hendrickson, and if you had a moment, I would like to tell someone my story. I don't have much time left.
Go for it.
So you sit down next to him. He doesn't break eye contact or anything. He's writing in his journal, so he's not focused on you, but he knows you're there. From your gathering, you can tell he's very intently focused on writing whatever he's writing in his book. You know, I'm only 35 years of age, and I've already met my demise. It's kind of funny. I've fought in many battles, stopped evil necromancers, killed dragons even. However, I lost my final battle to a group of sinners. It's kind of funny. I've survived impossible odds, and it just takes a group of cultists to kill me.
Cultists?
Yeah. Cult of Asmodeus. They disappeared 25 years ago or so. Could you do me a favor?
Of course.
Could you go back and finish the job for me?
I'm already headed that way, but yes, I can.
Thank you. Quite noble of you to be going after this cult. I can give you some information of where they are. I made a little path. You can follow my blood. It's on the ground over there, and he points in the direction of where he came from. You'll follow it enough, and by the time you reach it, you'll reach a tower in a clearing. It's got an old Neverwinter flag at it. It's tattered and old, but the tower's still intact. Can't miss it. It's within a clearing. Oh.
Are you sure you don't want any help?
No. This is the end of my journey.
Here, take a sip from this tea. Think
No.
of something.
He refuses it. Don't worry. I'm okay with this.
Okay.
Goodbye, kind stranger. He closes his eye.
Man.
He closes his eyes, and his journal falls.
Can I loot him?
I knew you were gonna ask that. I have a whole bulletin on here. I went. What he does to the body is up to him, but he's most likely gonna fucking loot it. So you get his journal, 15 gold pieces, and an amulet of tear. Now, how do you proceed?
I follow his blood trail.
Alright. So the blood is still very visible. You can tell he was wounded rather recently, and it's easy to see with your dark vision. The sun has set by now, but as you begin to lose hope because the blood ran out a while ago somehow, you might have gotten lost somewhere along the way. But you circle back, and you've lost hope. You're going to go to sleep in the lodge. But you turn to your left, and you can see a clearing within the thick wood. An ancient tower stands amongst level ruins, and a tattered Neverwinter flag remains flowing in the wind and falling apart. This matches the description that Zane gave you. Um, but before you head in, you decide to take a rest since your legs hurt. And you sit on a stone, rummaging through your pockets for some food to ease your tension, to relax for a moment. And just as you take a bite of your ration, a flash appears before you. You can see a woman screaming while being dragged into the tower. And as you run to help her, the flash fades away, and you're on your knees before the tower door. It's closed, unlike in this weird vision you just saw. How do you proceed?
What the? I'm trying to open the door.
Alright, it opens with ease. So when you step inside the tower, the stairs have fallen apart, but directly in front of you, the floor is collapsed into a dungeon-like structure. You can see a rope dangles down into this dark room, and you can see some dimly lit lights.
I'm going down the rope.
Alright. As you descend into the room, a large metal door is 25 feet in front of you, and you're surrounded by various crates overflowing with food rations and other fresh fruits and vegetables. And as you look at the stones of the walls and the floor, you're able to discern that they seem older than the tower itself, as if the tower was built upon it unknowingly. And upon the floor, in front of this metal door, you can see dried blood. How do you proceed?
Touch the dried blood.
Just as you touch the dried blood, another vision appears before you. You can see a woman being dragged down a hall, screaming, while blood drips from her cut hands. She's more clear to you now. It's a tiefling woman of purple skin and black eyes. For some reason, you can feel oddly connected to her. However, just as you try to speak out to her, she disappears.
Excuse.
The doors before you are closed.
What is going on in here? I try to open the doors.
The hallway stretches for 50 feet as you open the door. There's 2 doors on the left and 2 doors on the right. Both decently spread apart from each other, and they most likely lead into 4 different rooms. And at the far end of the hallway, you can see a stone door, even older than the stones you've already seen before, and you can faintly make out some sort of engravings leading up to this door. You're left to your own devices.
Mm-hmm. Can I go to the left first?
Alright, the first left room.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so as you open this shoddily made wooden door, you're in a bedroom. Nobody is in here, however. There's 4 bunk beds and some chests lying around, but the chests just have, papers and documents within them. But you're also greeted by a lit candle that is about halfway done, meaning it was lit rather recently.
Can I do investigation?
Yeah, what are you investigating?
The papers to see if there's any information on.
Alright.
Yeah.
Roll for investigation, my friend.
15.
So you start digging through these through the papers. However, they're in a language you cannot comprehend. However, there's images, though. They depict what you can tell a world of fire, and various rings, and various depictions of demons and tieflings and human women. It sends a chill down your spine. You're rather uncomfortable looking at these images.
I'm gonna go to the other left door.
So as you creep quickly down the hallway, trying not to make any noise, and you open the door, you're greeted by a crypt and the smell of rotting flesh. Around you are multiple coffins, and still peeking out of some fresh ones, you can see what seem to be young adventurers their bodies cut open and organs removed.
I would like to walk up to them and touch them and loot them.
There is no loot on their bodies.
Can I do an investigation in this room to see if there's any like hidden areas?
Yeah, go ahead.
19.
You meticulously check every inch and corner of this room, even opening the coffins around you, almost throwing up multiple times. But to your knowledge, there is no secret door in this room.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the door on the right, the first one.
Alright, so you walk back up the hallway, Scooby-Doo-esque, even though that's not a thing in D&D. And you walk into a dining room where food was just freshly eaten. There's blood of meat on the table. At least you hope it's meat and not, human flesh or anything like that. And there's still some fresh food in the corners of the room that was recently cooked.
Okay, I go to the second right door.
So you make it to the last room before the stone door, and you step inside, and it's a half kitchen, half library. The library is much larger than the kitchen. It's almost as if these rooms are combined together due to limited space.
Can I do an investigation to see if there's been a book that's been brought out, like, a lot?
Go ahead. I would say that's more perception, though.
Should I do perception?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a nat 20 plus 4. 24.
You can see that these books were recently put in here, and as you start taking them off the shelves and skimming through them, you can see they're all books written in the same language you don't understand, besides a few here and there on, demonic rituals and this place called the nine rings, the 9 hells, something like that. You're not able to make it out since it's been scratched a bit. And there's other books on, necromancy, sacrifices. It's all rather unsettling to you.
These people are seriously messed up. Alright, I'm gonna go to the stone door.
Alrighty. So as you approach the stone door, before looking at it, or before opening it, you look at the engravings and see that there's some sort of strange story going on. The engravings, as far as you can tell, they all lead into this centerpiece in the middle of the stone door of some large demonic creature.
Is there any way that I can open it?
Go ahead and try. You push the door open. It takes a little bit of effort, but it makes a rather loud noise as the stone grinds across the ground. And as you push the heavy stone door open, you're greeted by a horrible sight. An active sacrifice of sorts is taking place, and on the table there is a tiefling woman of pale brown skin. She doesn't match the same skin tone as the one you've seen before, but you can see that she's bound by chains, bloodied and bruised. And she lays upon some sort of altar before this statue with the same demonic figure upon the door. The members participating in the ritual are wearing these dark crimson robes, but they heard the door and they turned to face you. They all unhood themselves, their faces old and weathered, but their expressions are all the same. They seem to be shocked to see you. And the one you think is the leader, the one with the knife above the tiefling woman, before he can sacrifice her, he sets his knife down and begins to unhood himself as well. He steps down and stands in front of the woman and begins to speak in a calm tone. By the Dark Lord, Aesion, you've returned to us in our time of need as well. And you're just as beautiful as the day you were born. Before you can react, a final flash approaches you. And as you hear the name Aesion, everything comes to you in a burst. Dropping to your knee, you can see more cultists surrounding the altar. They're all much younger, and there's many more of them than there were before. And upon this altar, you can see the purple tiefling you saw before. You still feel the same strange connection to her as you felt earlier. And the same man who called you Aesion, he's much younger than he was just a moment ago. He stabs a dagger into the throat of the tiefling woman and drags it down to her waist slowly. You can hear the screams as she dies of blood loss. The light of a blood moon illuminates this gruesome scene, and as the man reaches his bare hands into the body of this woman, he pulls out a black tiefling baby stained with blood. And as screams begin to echo, and the baby fades away before you, the final flash ends. It feels like a memory to you, but you're unsure why. And you feel disgusted at what you just saw. While you're trying to catch your breath, the cultist leader approaches you. Aesion, you're my property, and it's time for you to serve your duty as vessel of the Dark Lord. For this mere girl would never suffice our Dark Lord. You know your purpose. Please return to me and fulfill your duty that you were supposed to all those years ago. He's within 5 feet of you at this point.
I don't even know who you are. Get away from me.
I suppose you wouldn't. You were just a babe then. You see, we're the reason you were born. We found that you were a child that was going to be born upon a blood moon. We tracked you down in your mother. You were still in her stomach, thankfully. No early births. We brought you here in the night, or your mother here in the night. We cut her open so that the Dark Lord could use your body as his vessel. However, you escaped our grasp that night. Have you come to return to us and fulfill your purpose?
No. I've come to kill you and collect a bounty.
Aesion, you don't know what you're talking about. Please, do as you're told.
You sound the one that is most crazy.
So be it. We can still revive your body through necromancy. Roll for initiative. It's time for you to face the music, Aesion. Does a 2 clear your armor class?
No.
The old man misses. You now can go. That was embarrassing, brother.
I'm gonna take out my dagger and I'm gonna try to stab him in the gut.
Roll for it, baby.
20.
A 20 clears his armor class, and you're going for the one that just struck you?
Yeah. And 7 damage. Does 24.
Yeah, no, he down, bro. He down bad.
6 damage. My name is T.
That's rather stupid, don't you think? The leader is still hanging back, while the other ones are heading toward you in a V formation. The guy on the left of the person you just stabbed goes in for a nice jab with his dagger and does a 16 clear armor class.
Yes.
Alright, so then you just took 9 damage.
Okay, I am gonna use Potion of Greater Healing.
Fuck yeah, you are, and that restores you all the way.
You regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points when you drink this potion. And then I'm gonna attack with my dagger. Down on the...
Damn right you are.
The guy that just attacked me.
Alright. Roll for it, baby.
16 clear.
Yeah, motherfucker, it does.
5 damage.
It's okay, the Dark Lord will favor me if I die. The leader stands back. And I must say, you're quite the fighter, Aesion. The Dark Lord will be most pleased. Alright, and you still have one more attack.
I am going to attack with my dagger. Does it 18?
Yeah, it does.
6 damage.
Alright, the guy on the right of the first person who stabbed you, he's full health. He goes for you, and he fucking misses. These guys are old, so they have shit aim. You're making a fool of yourself, brother. I'm trying.
You guys sure are slow.
When you're revived, I won't have to listen to that mouth of yours, Aesion.
Quit calling me that. Does a 14 clear?
It does.
7 damage.
Ooh, damn.
It's tiefling! The tiefling is silent.
You are aware of
Oh
how
my God,
dumb that
it is.
sounds. And how much damage did you do?
7.
Alright. He falls back in pain, so he is out of the battle.
I still got another attack, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go for the next guy on his left.
The main guy.
Yeah,
So that would be his right.
yeah, he's right.
And then the guy behind the guy that was on the left that you just killed or knocked out, he's moved to that guy's position. Wounded him already.
Cleared his armor class.
No, he dodges it with ease. He does 8 damage. You can't win. Bow down before us.
Shut up, old man.
It may have been 25 years, but you're still a child. You're still like the wild beast you were on the night you left. You are stabbed with a dagger straight through your chest. However, in that moment, you feel an insane amount of power surround you. Your hellish rebuke doesn't attack him. Instead, it didn't even activate before. You've noticed that it is gone in this moment. The hellish flame surrounds you. You have gained a new power.
Is it my turn to attack?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the guy that just stabbed me.
You power through him, but you miss. So you're now on the other side of the group, and he's facing you with fear in his eyes. Aesion, you're pure demon. It's terrifyingly wonderful. The Dark Lord will love your vessel. You don't have sentience in this form. You were just a demon beast.
Okay.
So you don't really respond to that. Alright, and it is now... You still have one more attack.
It was a 9, so just go ahead.
Okay. So the main guy steps back, and another one of the people with full health goes to strike you. Does a 13 clear? No, it doesn't. He misses.
Is a 20 clear?
Oh, fuck yeah, it does. And who are you going for?
The guy on the left. Did 7 damage.
Alright, and you adding +4 to your attacks?
Oh shit, so...
So that would be
7,
11 damage.
I'm
Oh my god, by the gods.
I'm gonna go for the full health guy.
Alright,
Does
another one of them?
21 clear.
Yeah, he's fucking gone.
Okay. Plus 8 damage. Yeah.
Does a 16 clear armor class? Yes, it does. Take 5 damage. Aesion, you're a beautiful creature.
Okay, I miss on the first guy. Does a 19 clear? The guy that's low.
Yes.
8 damage.
8 damage. Got it. And now it is their turn to attack you again. A 19 does clear your armor class. The guy you just hit goes in to stab you as you hit him. So take 6 damage.
As he stabs me, 20 clears him.
He's fucking dead.
I'm gonna bite his fucking head off. 8 damage.
8 damage. I mean, if you wanted to roll for strength, I'll see if you can bite his head off and insta-kill him.
18.
Yeah, no, he's fucking dead.
Does a 23
Yes.
clear?
And who are you going for? One of the lower guys?
Yes. 11 damage.
Alright. Damn. So yeah, he's down low too. Now it is the guy you just struck. He's gonna back out of the battle for a moment. He's still in the battle, but he's trying to recover. The leader is going to strike you, and he's got a 15. Oh damn! Take 10 damage.
I just flail my arms.
The same guy, the leader's gonna strike you again. Take another 10 damage.
Obviously. Does a 20 clear?
Oh fuck yeah, it does.
9 damage.
Alright, I'll make that 10 since it was a crit. I don't know how crits work yet. And as you do that strike, your vision becomes hazy, and you black out. So some time has passed, and as you open your eyes, your vision is still blurry, but you feel a cold sensation upon your head, along with someone bandaging your arm. And as your vision unblurs, you can clearly make out the face of a pale brown tiefling, the same one you saw upon the altar. And as you look around the room that you're in, you can see you're in some sort of inn lodging. How do you proceed?
Who are you? Where am I?
Save your strength. You've been through a lot. I can't thank you enough for what you did. I honestly thought I'd be killed by those freaks. Do you remember how we got here?
All I remember is talking to this old guy, and then
The cult leader.
flames surrounded me, and that's all I can make out.
From what I saw where I was on the table, you turned into some wretched beast. I honestly thought I would be next after you ripped all of them apart.
I did what?
You ripped all of them apart, dismembered them from limb to limb, throwing them against the walls. And then you approached me, and I thought I was next. However, you looked at me so kindly, and you ripped off my chains, and you covered me in whatever robes you could find. Then you ran out of that horrid dungeon and collapsed before this lodge. It's been a few hours since then. I've been nursing you back to health.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. It's the least I could do after you saved my life. My name is Agnesia.
My name's T.
It's a pleasure to meet you, T. Like I said, I can't thank you enough.
Does this place have any beer?
I'm not sure if you should drink right away. You suffered some very fatal wounds that I'm surprised you recovered from. Is there anything you'd like to ask me, or anything you need me to fill you in on?
What were they doing to you?
I was in Neverwinter. I was on my way back to the guild, and next thing I know, I was drugged, and I awoke in that altar. And then you showed up. That's really all I can remember.
Dead?
As far as I can tell, unless there was more in hiding, you ripped him from limb to limb. It was, well, quite terrifying, but nothing out of the ordinary, at least from what I've seen.
I don't feel right.
I mean, he bit one of their heads off.
I what?
Yeah, it was quite gruesome. You ran up to him, grabbed him, and just ripped it off.
Oh my god. Ugh.
It's okay. What happened down there will never leave this room. She continues nursing you. You have no recollection of the battle, but the memories are slowly fading back in. In your sleep, you kept shouting something about mother and a moon and something like that.
Mother.
Yeah, you were having some sort of nightmare, I could presume.
I don't have a mother. Don't even have a father.
Well,
Strange.
You had to come from somewhere, didn't you?
As far as I know, a Thieves Guild brought me up.
A member of the guild, I see.
Streets.
Where are you from originally, T?
Give me 1 second.
Drewsport.
I forgot. From Drewsport.
A whole continent away. It's strange why you'd be here in Neverwinter. Well, the Forgotten Realms. We're nowhere near Neverwinter at the moment.
Can you take me to the owner of this place?
I think he went to bed about an hour ago. It's deep into the night.
I guess I'll just rest then.
I would stay with you, but I have things I have to attend to in Neverwinter.
Wait.
Yes?
Before you go, take this. It'd probably be more use to you than me.
What do you hand to her?
Inventory. I hand her the amulet of tear.
I'll take this to remember you by. If you're ever in Neverwinter and find yourself in the underground somehow, just tell him Magnesia sent you. I'd like to catch up if we ever meet again in the future.
Same.
T can't talk to women confirmed. She gives you a hug, and she walks out of the room, and turns off the candle as she leaves. All that's left is the moonlight that illuminates the room. You lay restless in bed as the pain begins to fade away. You're left with more questions than you had when you were younger. All you wanted to know when you were a child is where you came from. But now it's even more complicated. How could you have been born in that place here in the Neverwinter Wood if you were found in Drewsport? It doesn't add up. Who was your mother and who was your father? And why did the cult take Agnesia? As you lay in bed, your thoughts drift off and you attempt to stay focused, but you fall asleep from exhaustion. Tomorrow is a new day, T, and tomorrow is the gateway to many things.